Are fruits good for us? I'm going to try to answer that for you. But first we need to put this into context. So fruit is a calorie-dense food that we would have sought out when we were hunter-gatherers because of the energy that would be available for us to store to get us through the winter months. But 100 years ago, when we started having refrigeration, fruit became available to everybody all year long. And we've pretty much run with that. And I would venture to say that most people nowadays don't even realize that fruits have a seasonality to them. And so I think the real question is not necessarily is fruit bad for us, but is how we eat fruit bad for us. And I think that's the more important question to be asking. If we go back to 100 years ago, before refrigeration, you would have fruits, especially berries, a couple weeks out of the year, and that was it. And the only fruit that you could really keep for an extended period of time would have been apples, because you could put them into cold storage in a fruit cellar or something like that, and they would last longer. But this idea of getting grapes all year long, and which are the worst thing you can have, and bananas, again, they're bad for you. These fruits were meant to be eaten during peak season and only available for a couple of months out of the year. So if you're the type of person that you really enjoy fruit, you need to kind of research that and figure out, okay, the fruits that I enjoy, when are they typically seasonal? Most people know strawberries are, right around May, late May, early June. And so that's the only time you should be eating them. Once they're out of season, you shouldn't be consuming them again, because if you are, you're just loading your body up with sugars that, historically we wouldn't have had. And that's another thing that will contribute to weight gain and type 2 diabetes, believe it or not. Most people think it's just eating sugar. Well, fruit is sugar. It has some fiber in it, but it is sugar. And the more of that you consume, the higher insulin levels go, the more predisposed you're going to be to getting type 2 diabetes. So eating fruit isn't necessarily bad if you're eating it the way we have eaten it since we've been around. Now, you also have to put into context the type of fruit, because fruit nowadays doesn't really resemble the fruit that we would have eaten even 100 years ago. It's been crossbred and genetically modified, and it just isn't the same. And then you add on to it all of the chemical pesticides that we didn't have back then, and you've got a perfect storm. So what you're consuming isn't even what nature would have provided for us. So yes, fruit can be okay, but you really have to pay attention to it. Make sure you're buying the right fruit, and make sure you're buying it in season. Does that make sense? I hope it does, and I hope this clears up a few things about fruit. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a short one, but it's to the point. Give me a like, subscribe, stay strong, stay sharp. Carnivore for life.